Good morning. We are at Hydro Park in East Wenatchee, and we're taking the trail along the Columbia River today. Hi, I'm Arnie, and you're watching eBike Life with Arnie J. If you're into e-bikes and you love to go for rides and you're into reviews, why don't you consider subscribing? Just click that big red subscribe button, click the bell icon so you won't miss anything, then click that little down arrow and to tell YouTube you want to see everything. Leave comments, thumbs up, that whole thing. We do appreciate it. It really does help tell YouTube that people like what we're doing. So we're going along the river. It should be a fun ride. Let's mount up. All righty, we're rolling. It's a nice morning, beautiful morning, already in the upper 70s, and it's 8 o'clock. We're headed north, and it's windy. Wind is coming out of the north. So hopefully it'll be interesting to see how the sound comes out. I've got testing, test. I've got 2 recording devices going today, just in case. So we'll see. Oh yeah, we're rolling along the trail. Good morning. Gorgeous morning here in Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, whatever it is called here. Right along the Columbia River. Oh yeah, windy morning. Don't know how strong the wind is this morning, but it's blowing. First windy ride I've had in a long time. Want to be riding my non-electric bike on heading into a wind like this. So if you come here, pay attention to this section down here where the boat ramp is. If you follow the parking lot to the end, I didn't see any way of getting on the trail. This is the Apple something or other trail. If you don't already, I suggest you get the Trail Link app. It does cost, you can use it for free, but it isn't very effective. I suggest getting that. It's like $50 a year or something like that. pretty cheap. So from Hydro Park to the far end, Lincoln something or other, is 11 miles. So we should have about a little more than 22 miles because I'm going to swing over to the other side of the river. But I got to be honest, even with assist, I'm on sport right now, which is going to suck the battery. We may not be able to do the whole ride. Although coming back should be a lot easier. And maybe the wind will die. I think Wenatchee calls itself the apple capital or something along those lines. And there were a lot of orchards coming down the hill into the valley. This is nice because you get a pretty good view of the river. We are on the eastern bank of the Columbia, and this is East Wenatchee. The main city is across the river. Oh, we're kind of getting away from the street for a little bit. You can see the city of Wenatchee over there now. we'll be over there on the way back. Oh, this is nice. Down away from the road. Very nice. Somebody's got an e-trike of some kind. Oh, oh, oh. A little bit rough in here. So the downside is it's a little dark, but upside is it's not quite as windy, certainly not as loud. You can see the sign up there, it says mile 9. It's hard to believe we've gone 9 miles already. That doesn't seem right. Unless it's from the morning, unless it's from the other end, I suppose. I forgot to set my odometer. Which is kind of a bummer. So this is a pretty flat ride. There's a little bit of a climb in that early part from Hydro Park. But for the most part, this is pretty flat so far. Looks like a brand new fence. Not sure what that is. If it's somebody's house, it's quite a place. Don't know if you could see the kids on their bikes, wind at their back, and they were just cooking along. A few sharp bends as the trail goes around these, I don't know what you want to call them, cutouts. Nice purple shoes. Skates, I guess I should say. Whatever happened to inline skates, rollerblades. I've seen regular skates like she was wearing. But okay, so there's some kind of little park here. Don't know what it is, can't see any signs. And then somebody's building a house. Been a lot of houses being constructed. It's been 3, maybe 4 years since I was here last. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to come up again and see what's happening. And it sure seems like there's been a lot of new houses that have gone in. And I often wonder, where are they coming from? I'm sure some of the people already live here, but well, that's interesting. Sand dune here. Huh. There's Coyote Dunes natural area. I didn't notice that last time. So, if I remember right, we're taking that bridge across and going through, and there's a parks on the other side. We'll check it out. Well, we've entered into state park property. Lincoln State Park, I think is the name. Not all of them are going to show up, but there's quite a number of people riding the trail this morning. I'm riding with a new Magic Shine 900S light on my handlebars. I like to have a strobe going, and this is the first time I've ridden with it. So we'll see how long it lasts. You know, I don't need a light for riding at night. I don't ride at night. But I do like having multiple strobes going, particularly when I'm in, you know, in areas of traffic. One of the many dams on the Columbia River makes all the agriculture possible, not to mention hydroelectric power. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but on the top of that pole up there, there's a nest, and there's a bald eagle up there. You can hear him, or her, or whatever. I can't tell from here. Security office for the dam and hydro supply. Welcome to Lincoln Rock State Park. The far end of our ride. Now we're going to go back and we're going to ride through a different section so you can see what that part's like. Okay, the trail that I'm on is coming back from Lincoln Rock State Park. And so this is the way you would, and it's not marked, so I'm kind of explaining this here. To the right, East Loop Trail. That's the way we started. And we're now turning to the left to go to the West Loop Trail on the other side of the river. As you're coming from where we started, you have to look for this turn to the left so you don't miss going to the park. At any rate, so we are going left. And we're going to climb a little bit here. And we're going to be right alongside the highway, downriver, towards Yakima, sort of, upriver, towards Lake Chelan. All right, down there is the trail that we want to hit. And you'll see the sign, and this, you just kind of cross that bridge and you head downhill. Looks like a pretty tight turn at the bottom of the hill. And there we have it. Wenatchee Confluence State Park. A couple of them along here. They kind of run together. If you keep your eyes towards the river, you won't even notice the warehouses over here. You can always tell some people on their e-bikes coming up here. I'll bet anything these are rads or something along those lines. Yeah. Trail splits there. I think this is the way to go. I remember when I was here 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't want to call it lost, but I had to wander around a while, so I think this is the way I should have gone. We're just outside the park, I believe. At least that's what the fence is kind of making me think. And hopefully there'll be some signage up here. And it doesn't look like it, so we're gonna keep going straight ahead and hopefully it's Friday, and normally the campgrounds would be filling up, but boy, there aren't too many people in the couple of campgrounds that I've passed. Temperature has been 106, 108 the last several days. Supposed to start coming down, but you never know how that goes. Well, it looks like I made the right call going straight instead of turning to the left back there. In amongst the warehouses, and it says turn to the left, trail continues 1/4 mile. So we will do that. Oh, at least the trail doesn't peter out and disappear. That's nice. I can think of nicer places to walk though. Of course I can think of nicer places to ride. On your left. Got the old earbuds in, couldn't hear me. Sometimes I wonder, just better off not even saying anything. Okay. Looks like the trail is headed down. So, I saw the sign, Apple Capital Loop Trail. We're entering Walla Walla Point Park. So this makes for nicer riding, doesn't it? Man, that's kind of a nice park, isn't it? Look at that playground on the right and volleyball on the left. Residence Inn Hotel here. Beach in that little cove. Path is very smooth. My goodness. Can't ask for more. Well, if you're wanting to be, you know, in the green and the cool area, on your left.
Morning.
Morning. This is the side of the river to be on. It's not every day you get to ride by a big old turtle, whatever. This is very sweet. I think on a, whoopsie, wow, more apartments going in. On a different day, this would be packed with people. I really have no idea where I'm going. There's a trail going that way through a covered bridge. Oh, that looks like Pybus Market. It is. It's an indoor market. Yeah, public market. Well, we're going to keep going this way and hopefully it will take us to the bridge and across to the other side. Well, I am not sure. I'm going to keep going straight. Obviously, the trail has petered out. It's still here, but it's not the condition it was back by the hotels and apartments and parks. Now that we're in the another industrial area, obviously they don't care for it as much. Well, the sign says dead end. I hope that doesn't apply to the trail. Don't you just hate it when a trail is built and they have signage, and then all of a sudden the signage disappears and you're left to figure stuff out on your own. So this is Hale Park. Oh, I see a bridge. Somebody coming down it. So we're going across. Okay, so here we go. Oh, not good. This is way too narrow. It's nicer on top. Boy, I'm glad Joe didn't come with me today. That would have been bad, because that's the kind of stuff that was freaking her out in Germany. Except the stuff in Germany was even narrower. All right. We're gonna turn right here and head south back to the car and our starting spot. Isn't it amazing? You still have to have a sign to tell you people to use their ashtray. I can't even believe they're still smoking, to be honest, but that's some seriously rough wood there. Anyway, 2.4 miles to Hydro Park from here. And we ought to do it in no time flat. The wind is at my back. Can't even tell there's wind. Back at Hydro Park after another great ride. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate it. Make sure you do all that good YouTube stuff. That's also appreciated. We'll see you next time.